ABS-CBN shutdown may lead to another crony capitalist era.
Samsung releases another version of flip phone called Galaxy Z. Tips on how to prevent novel coronavirus according to DOH.
SB19 to perform at UP Fair along with Evidencel, Unique Salonga, Aptar Madam, and more.
Parasite won the Best Picture Award in Oscars.
Live from the ABN Super Center, this is 24 Hours.
Good morning, Luzon, Visayas,
Mindanao,
Hajime Mashite, Boku no Namae wa Otosan desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
안녕하세요. 안타나입니다.
Hello, I'm Johnny Sims, and this is
24 hours.
Mga tuwag-trigo, ABS-7 shutdown may lead to another crony capitalist era. If the Philippine government's move to shut down broadcast network ABS-7 succeeds, the country may be at the beginning of another crony capitalist era that's even darker than the Marcos dictatorship, a democracy watchdog said Wednesday.
The government's top lawyer, Solicitor General Jose Calida, earlier filed a quo warranto petition before the Supreme Court invalidating ABS-CBN's current license. This, as several bills seeking an extension of ABS-CBN's franchise, which will expire on March 30, 2020, remain pending in Congress despite public calls to tackle the issue of the network's renewal. Democracy Watch Philippines said Calida's filing was another instance of the Duterte administration selectively wielding its authority to harass and stifle criticism and opposition. President Rodrigo Duterte has repeatedly said he will block the franchise renewal, citing its alleged bias, reporting, and failure to air his political advertisement during the 2016 presidential election campaign period. Supporters for the franchise renewal recalled the broadcast network's fate during the Marcos era and said that the shutdown of ABS-CBN due to a mere personal grudge by the chief executive is evocative of the first shutdown of radio and TV stations during the Marcos martial rule in 1972.
And now let's hear from about the tech news. Thank you, Otosan. Today, tech news.
Samsung released its own another version of flip phone called Galaxy Z. Samsung is unveiling its latest foldable Galaxy Z flip phone today. This looks like different than the troubled Galaxy Fold and is fold as much the new Motorola's Razr will arrive on February 14. It's clearly designed to be a full phone with 6.7 OLED display that's fold and shrink into a much smaller square when it's closed. Samsung is planning to launch the Galaxy Z Flip on February 14. Think of it as a tiny phone that slips into a pocket or a bag and can be folded out like a regular flip phone. Galaxy Z Flip also includes a clever 1.1 inches OLED cover display that highlights notification when the device is closed, and you can tap on them to straight into apps once you unfold it again. You can even use this cover display as a finder for the camera. The Galaxy Z Flip weighs 183 grams and is powered by Snapdragon 858 Plus processor, 8GB of RAM, and 256GB of storage. Samsung say its ultra-thin glass on 6.7 display is fold and lasts for 200 folds. It's called the Infinity Flex display and it's called the Samsung proprietary bendable ultra-thin glass.
Let's hear ang tanga pop culture news.
Thank you, Lola. This is the pop culture news for today. UP Fair is back for a senior raid at the UP Sunken Garden in UP Diliman, Quezon City.
that night was a blast! The last day of the UP Fair 2020, Team Cosmos has brought us a lot of memories together with my friends. A lot of artists including Forbes Page, SB19, and many more artists that brought a lot of fun that night.
Novel coronavirus. How to avoid it? The rapid spread of the 2019 novel coronavirus all over the world has left all of us extra careful when going out or interacting with other people. After all, the virus has already claimed the lives of over 100 people. Every time someone coughs or sneezes, thousands of saliva and mucus droplets are released from the mouth or the nose. This means that over 3,000 to 100,000 droplets, all possibly containing a virus, are released, according to a study. These droplets can even fly away with a speed of 80 to 160 kilometers per hour. Dr. Chito Avellino, the director of the Department of Health Epidemiology Bureau, said, "Bahing or sneezing is a defense mechanism ng katawan para mailabas niya ang offending organism na maaaring nasa katawan ng tao. Ito ay maaaring mikrobyo o virus. What not to do? Number 1. Don't use your hands to cover your mouth and noses when sneezing. According to Dr. Avellino, hands can be a medium in spreading a virus. Imagine sneezing into it and then shaking another person's hand. Or sneezing into it and then touching an elevator button, which is then touched by another. The Department of Health highly suggests using the inside of our elbows, the sleeves, or the collars of our shirts. Number 2. Maybe refrain from besos. In the meantime, the DOH has discouraged people from shaking hands or kissing each other on the cheek, a common practice of greeting, since it can further spread the virus. Number 3. Wash your hands before and after you eat, after using the toilet, when it's visibly dirty, after you give your pet some loving, and so it goes. To many people hugging the sink, feel free to use alcohol too. Wear face mask. According to DOH Epidemiology Bureau, the proper way to use the face mask is to wear it with the blue side on the outside. Properly push down the wire around your nose so no space is created. Mask should be changed every 8 hours. What's up, Antanga?
The cast and creative team for Parasite took the stage on Sunday to accept the award for Best Picture, capping off what a huge night for the film and significant night for global cinema. I feel like a very opportune moment in history of happening right now. Producer Kwaksin A via translator. She wasn't wrong. Parasite picked up 4 awards on Sunday night, including a history-making Best Picture win.
The film's Oscar campaign sort of played out in a similar way. If at any time it looked like the spotlight on Parasite might dim, it would shine again. First a Palme d'Or award, then history-making SAG award, then a BAFTA, and so on. In the end, the infectious buzz around the film, which centers on two families on opposite sides of South Korea's economic gap, turned out to be too powerful for its Oscar competitors.
Without you, our Korean film audience, we are not here. Thank you very much.
Which included some of Hollywood's most seasoned filmmakers. Parasite is the first non-English film and first South Korean film to win the Best Picture at the Academy Awards.
국가를 대표해서 시나리오를 쓰는 건 아닌데
Writing a script is always such a lonely process. We never write to represent our countries.
But this is very first Oscar to South Korea. Thank you.
That's all for today.
No bias,
No protection.
True service only.
We don't die, we multiply.
Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Anyo.